We're back.
We're back? All right. Oh, Chris, I was hoping you'd give me some time.
You don't need time.
No.
You walk into my house a half hour early, accuse me of doing ungodly things, disrespecting the Lord and the privacy of my own home. You don't get any time to prepare and the privacy of the laboratory.
Oh, man. Okay, well...
So it's been 2 weeks. I mean, it's been 2 days for y'all. It's been 2 weeks for us.
Mm-hmm. So give me a second while I reaccumulate, reevaluate, reclimatize to the game.
Acclimate.
Yeah, acclimate.
You're about to go into a boss fight.
I'm gonna die.
It's like back-to-back boss fights, kind of.
Okay, well,
but you're just gonna magnum dump on the tyrant, the proto tyrant.
So I'll have Billy pick up this other health here, and we'll go ahead and head forward into it. It's on this. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest. Billy, that's not what I'm trying to look at. Billy! Oh, there we go.
So in our 2 weeks since we played this, I went on vacation to Central Oregon.
Ugh.
No, dude, it was nice. Saw my wife's family. It was super cool. But we also saw Oppenheimer.
Oh.
Which was fun. It didn't go into anything that I wanted it to go into, which is kind of like the secrecy of how they handled things.
Yeah, buddy.
But they kind of touch on, because so that's how the government handles shit, is they super compartmentalize it. But an interesting thing about the Manhattan Project is they tried to do that, but scientists don't work for the government.
Oh.
And so they just like talked to each other and told everybody at Los Alamos like knew what they were doing. Like they're like, hey, you can't tell these people that, like you can't talk to this department, you can't tell them. And then they're like, we won't. And then they just did.
And they just did it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, people aren't very good at keeping secrets.
Yeah, 100%. It was good. It's funny. So before we read about the battery fluid,
I'm just gonna let it sit here.
Yeah, I got things to say.
Chris is
we got
talking,
30 minutes to kill in this episode, okay? And I'm gonna talk about Oppenheimer. But at the time of you watching this, months after Oppenheimer came out, so I'm sure you've all seen it. But it's 3 hours long, and it's funny because I remember like going, man, this movie's kind of boring. But then looking at my watch and realized we're like at the 2 hour and 15 minute mark. Like that flew by.
Yeah, the first 2 hours was great. The last hour is a slog.
No, the last hour actually is when it really ramps up, because that's when they actually, because the first 2 hours it's about Oppenheimer's life. It's not just about the bomb. It's, you know, they actually do the bomb testing and then go into after the bomb for like the last hour 45 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour of the movie. So it's just funny that right when it starts to drag is when it turns and then picks up about all the shit you're interested in. But it's just the fact that I thought it was like, man, this is kind of boring, but then realized, oh, I thought I've only been here for 30 minutes, not 2 hours, as an indicator of how not actually boring it is. It's just that was because Hannah apparently at the exact same time had the same thought, and it's like that's just the point. Right around that 2 hour mark is when it starts to drag, but then it like twists and then picks back up again. So overall, it's a very good movie.
Okay.
But just my brother's going to see it, and I was like, understand that it's not all about the bomb.
Yeah.
It is It was a 3 hour existential dread machine, which is just mostly all dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, I figured as much. When's the part where Oppenheimer gets superpowers from the radioactive bomb? Does that happen?
When he becomes Mr. Manhattan, Dr. Manhattan?
When he's like, I've become death, he became a superhero, right?
Which is funny, because like that's him famously talking about it after the point. That line, of course, is in the movie, but it's actually not.
Is it at the very end?
No, it's actually like kind of earlier in the movie.
Okay.
And it's almost made, yeah, I mean, you'll watch it and you'll see, but a part of me was like, I want a movie. Definitely watch it. Christopher Nolan's great. It's good. Cillian Murphy's great in it. Actually, Matt Damon's fucking incredible in that as Leslie Grove.
It's Matt Damon, so I'm not even surprised.
As Leslie Grove. He's awesome. But I want something that's more so, because what I really hope they went into, because we listened to a podcast, like a 6-series podcast, 6-episode podcast on the Manhattan Project, driving to and from that trip because we had about 12 hours of driving in total. And so we listened to that on the way there and then on the way back. And it goes into all the details I kind of wanted to know. So I got a full package. I highly recommend that. Last podcast on the left did a whole 6-part series. It's excellent. That's what we listened to. But because I wish they had gone into, because the reason they even did it was because they were trying to beat the Germans.
Yeah.
But the German side of that race is so kind of fucking funny because any good scientists they had killed or left Germany. So they only had the one scientist, which was Werner Heisenberg, and then he had no competent assistants because of racism.
Yep.
So like all of the lab accidents that happened, like the assistants that accidentally lit themselves on fire and shit. Like over there, there's like Wile E. Coyote in Germany of them trying to create the atomic bomb.
It's like a terrible comedy at that point.
Because Heisenberg was actually a really good scientist. But he just, you know, he can't work by himself. And then
that's so funny.
The Nazis are ignorant fucking morons. So I kind of want it because actually Oppenheimer had met Werner Heisenberg. He knew him. So when he knew that's who he's racing, they're like, "Are you familiar with him?" He's like, "I know the man. I've met him. He studied in Germany." So it's, I don't know. I wish they had gone more into that race of it and just all of the calamity that befell the other side.
That would have been pretty good. That actually sounds, because I don't know if I'll watch the Oppenheimer. I might watch it later when it comes out.
It's a big time commitment.
Yeah. Well, it's just.
Here's the other thing too. There's no reason to watch that movie in IMAX. It's dialogue. The whole movie is dialogue. Why do I need an IMAX experience? It doesn't matter. Definitely watch it on streaming when it's on streaming. Like there's cool effects of him having an existential crisis, and the way they show the effects is like nuclear explosion, kind of like crazy, almost like Lovecraftian type stuff. Sure, those are split seconds. There's no reason to watch this on IMAX. No reason. Okay.
All right, Chris, about battery fluid, please.
About the battery fluid.
Can we read this battery fluid?
For the love of God, the battery fluid. Okay.
Okay.
Battery fluid, the fluid used in batteries.
Well,
is a diluted solution of mixed water and sulfuric acid. Both must be a high purity.
Liar. Okay.
When fully charged, battery fluid should have a specific gravity of 1.280 plus 0.010 at 20 degrees Celsius. Can we get that in freedom units, please? Battery acid purity. Take care that the dilute sulfuric acid solution is of a sufficient purity.
All right.
Exit.
Finally, we read the battery fluid. What everybody's been waiting for in this Resident Evil
If they didn't want to hear
playthrough.
my rant about Oppenheimer, they could have skipped to when battery fluid wasn't on the screen anymore.
Oh, that's very true. It works both ways.
As a frequent YouTube enjoyer myself, that's how it's done. Okay, so now we can go out and fight us a tyrant.
Okay, let me just put that. I guess I don't know if I should mix these up right now or not. Well, if I die, then
you'll know.
Yep, exactly.
The fight is basically the same as the last fight, but it seems like you're in a more narrow corridor.
Okay. And I also have arms with me.
Yep, arms and backpack. The adventures of arms and backpack.
Exactly. All right. Ooh, slugs.
They're leeches. Put some respect.
Oh, wait, that's right. See, that's how long it's been. I've completely forgot. Nothing in here? Just... There's a sewage. The sewage is overflowing. Ugh.
You know, for a hyper-advanced laboratory, it's pretty shitty.
No, it seems
you know
about
what it
right.
is? All they had were scientists. They didn't have any like maintenance guys.
Exactly.
They didn't have a plumber, no HVAC guy.
I'm almost guaranteeing that's the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
Umbrella didn't give a fuck.
I mean, if they did, they eventually used those people as experiments.
All right. Slowly inch
I'm gonna laugh
our
if the big
way.
frog jumps out at you. Because there is an enemy that can happen if you drag your feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's here, but it's like when the water's around, it's like a big frog that'll hop out and fuck your shit up. Move it, Arms.
Oh shit. What's he shooting at? Stop it. Oh.
Also watching, so I hadn't consumed RE0 content outside of ours in a hot minute. So I went and did some of that today. And so the reason to have 2 pistols is just strictly so that your partner can unload ammo and it not be like a major detriment
Okay.
to your game plan. Like, so you can't actually double team and it's like fine. I also learned that Arms has more health than Backpack. Like, it actually takes more hits for him to go into caution.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I noticed that when I was replaying through it again to make it so we actually were doing a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could definitely take more hits. Especially,
Like, he has a chance to just take no damage.
Yeah.
I mean, because of his big, strong man arms.
Big, strong man. Okay, so I guess this is... Oh. Yeah, gondola terminal.
Yeah, buddy.
What's this? It's the control panel for the gondola. The motherboard is missing. Without the motherboard, the gondola can't receive electric current. That seems like a problem.
Can we get an IT guy down here?
Yep, call Geek Squad.
Anybody got a
or-
degree in information technology? We got Backpack, we got Arms, now we need Brain.
Oh, what the fuck? He didn't come with me?
I think you can only fit 1 person on there at a time.
No.
And I think this is probably where you're going to fight Homeboy.
No.
Which is fine. You fought him as Rebecca last time. What, you want to fight him as Arms?
I want to fight him with the both of us. The power of friendship will will prevail.
Well, he looks like he can get on it. What's the deal here?
Come on. There we go. 2 people could fit on this.
That'd be 2 lovers.
Come on, Arms. Just put your
All right,
arms
now you got
around
Arms
me.
with you.
Pouring out for sewage treatment. Chemicals. And with a thick layer of filth.
As rims tend to be.
Yep. There's something. Oh.
Here we go.
No! No, follow me! Okay.
Oh, Jesus,
Vinny!
Arms! Arms, come back! I didn't mean it, Arms.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You're trying to...
Bam! I have no idea. Oh,
Arms,
jeez!
no!
Holy moly!
My arms! Dude, Arms is gonna die.
We can take one more hit. He's doing pretty well. Bam!
Okay. Wait.
No.
Okay, you can keep shooting. Normally when he falls down, like, he can't take any more damage.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And he's down again.
Hey, stay down.
Aw, man, you can't teabag him?
Don't you? Well, I can do this to him.
This 2-step on him?
Yeah,
little
buddy.
strut. Go on, get you some.
Come on now.
get you some.
Woo! All right.
All right, our sides are hurt.
Hey, you know what? Getting hurt sides, all in all, ain't too bad.
No.
So we can save 5 ammo for that thing.
Yeah, for the Queen Leech.
Yeah, Queen Beach.
You'll probably pick up some more. They do a good job of giving you Magnum ammo before boss fights.
Well, what I'm thinking now. So wait, what's this do? There's a button. Press it. The DD in me tells me yes. Is that all that was down here?
Come on.
Probably could have did that a little better, but whatever.
Yeah.
All in all.
We're not MLG. We're not Major League Gamers.
It's this way.
I guess we're MLG Minor League Gamers.
Very minor league. In fact, so minor.
We're a
did see we
BLG Bush
broke-
League.
I did see we
gamers.
broke the 40. We're big 4-0 of subscribers.
Hell yeah, we're actually up to 41. We got another one yesterday.
Ah,
All 41 of you, that's amazing. I don't even have 41 friends.
exactly. That's actually what I was thinking too. It's like, I don't even have that many friends.
I couldn't even fit all those people in my apartment. You know, it's funny because like there are some of my friends who haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel. It's just because when you like share on Facebook, they just hide it from people.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
when I
I
saw my
just-
older brother, because everybody always asks about my old podcast. My aunt was like, "What happened to your old podcast?" And I'm like, became a bitch to do. And you ever been like so depressed, living in an awful state?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to talk about ghosts when you're like, "Yeah, I don't want to go outside because it sucks here."
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw my brother because he asked about it, and I was like, "Well, I do a Let's Play now." He's like, "Oh, what do you play?" And I was like, "Oh, well, Silent Hill 2 is airing right now." He's like, "Silent Hill, those games are scary as shit back in the day." I'm like, "They're scary now."
So spooky. I don't know how you do it.
I'm like, "It's basically just a podcast, but there's gameplay to look at."
I'm not as freaked out by Silent Hill just because I know the games.
You know
but if we
too
start,
much.
well, if I start playing something like Siren or
Yeah.
Fatal Frame, those games might freak me out a bit more. Just
Dude,
because
when
I've
we get
never
to
played them.
RE7, that game's terrifying. to me. Just when you have enemies you can't kill, and
Yeah.
that do just pop out at you.
Yeah. I'm going back because I'm gonna go get that health and I'm gonna heal up Billy, and that way we'll be fully stocked.
Way to call him by his government name.
Well,
Are you a
Bill
government agent?
Stofsky. I don't know.
Bill? You mean William?
Billiam. Billy Bob.
But yeah, the thing with Silent Hill is like we know the games too well, I guess. Like,
yeah.
well, especially Silent Hill 2, it's like that's not gonna kill you.
No.
You just hit it with a stick. I mean, Pyramid Head, when you're stuck in that room with him, like that's pretty spooky because you
Yeah.
can't kill him, but just beat him with a stick. I'm interested to see what the remake, what they do with it.
Yeah, me too. I am definitely interested to see. And we talked about that extensively during the second game.
Yeah.
As well.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, I would say that with all the remakes, they did a good job of making this scarier. I could talk about how great Mr. X is all goddamn day. But
Yeah, the people who the remakes of the Resident Evil games are definitely really good. The remake of 4 is I really love it. And yeah, so
I think 3's fine for what it is. I mean, as far as gameplay goes, I'm not going to argue that the original one wasn't better in regards to the content that was there because they had to cut content in 3, but it's just like I'm gonna play it in an afternoon. I like the gameplay loop. It's fine.
Yep, exactly.
It's no RE2, but it never could have been because the original RE3 was no original RE2, and that was always the consensus then too. So
Consensus.
it's funny. So in my working on graphics, because for this episode they will have seen the new intro graphic. In my search for resources to make that, I came across like people. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's real these days. People are so good, but like mock-ups of RE1 remade in the RE2 style, like over the shoulder.
Oh.
With updated graphics. I'm sure it's just people fucking around with
Yeah.
Unreal Engine. Looks so cool. Just that over the shoulder, but it's Jill Valentine, the master of unlocking.
Oh yes.
Just
My
in that
favorite
iconic
RE
stairway.
protagonist.
Yeah. You have to play as Jill. I mean, we've had enough Chris at this point.
Well, I mean, I figure I don't know how we were gonna do it. I don't know if you wanted to play as Jill and then we play as Chris.
Is it a different experience each way?
I don't know how.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same game. It's just slightly different in a sense that like Chris gets the whatever and doesn't get the rocket launcher, and he has a lighter on hand, so it's more trivial for him to, burn zombie corpses.
Yeah.
Like, but he doesn't have a gun. He only has the knife. But he's big, strong man.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just I probably won't worry about it. Just because I feel like that would be long playing
Yeah,
the same
RE2,
game.
you play both.
Yeah.
Like, because the game's different. But
Okay,
Ari
this is-
won't.
this is
Maybe they'll do
bullshit.
that if they remake it.
Yeah.
They'll make it so that the scenarios are different.
If they remake 1 again, I'm gonna laugh.
Why not? They remade 1 in a year.
Mm-hmm.
The first go around.
If they just use the same engine, I guess, as they did with 4, they could probably just reuse that engine multiple times to remake.
Yeah, I'm
the
pretty sure
first
it's
one
the same
again.
engine they used for 2.
And I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they remade this one too.
They could.
Yeah, they definitely could. But at the same time, it's like this one still holds up so well, in my opinion.
So does RE1 remake. But again, it's like doing that would be cool for people like me who, while I love the tank controls as a viewer, I can't play these games as a player.
Yeah. It's definitely, I have not been using the actual tank controls. I've been using the joystick for these, which is why I can do such funny things like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. But yeah.
But like the fact that the tank control versions still stand up, like if you want tank controls, you can play these versions. If you want to, like, I just want the over-the-shoulder version to exist.
Yeah. Okay, so I needed that motherboard.
And the RE1 Spencer Mansion is so iconic.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So I've had a long week of watching copious amounts of One Piece. I have finally caught up to the latest arc. So I've made it through almost 900 episodes of One Piece.
Good Lord.
And I can only say the show just gets better over time.
Ages like wine.
Dude, it fucking is fantastic. I fucking love One Piece a lot. It's a lot of fun.
My only experience with One Piece was when I was in 4th grade. Issue 1 of English Shonen Jump came out,
Oh.
which I bought
Yeah.
at Fred Meyer. I had issue 1 of Shonen Jump, and it had the first, whatever. I don't know if it's a full manga they put.
Yeah,
in Shonen Jump.
It's I think like it is the full manga, but like full
Condensed.
but yeah, it's like I think it's like because technically in the Shonen Jump, it's like the few pages that the creator was able to put out.
Yeah.
And then they put it into that Shonen Jump.
Yeah, but the One Piece was in it. I think Naruto was also in that. I think it was One Piece, Naruto, and one other thing. There was 3 of them. I forget what the third was.
Yeah.
That's the only One Piece I've ever consumed.
I didn't like One Piece when I was younger. I was more into Naruto, and I finished Naruto. I watched all of Naruto. I didn't go into Naruto Boruto. I never went into the next generation just because it didn't interest me.
We watched Naruto and then Shippuden.
Yeah, I watched Naruto and then Shippuden. I liked those when I was younger. But after watching One Piece, finally giving it a chance and starting from episode 1 and making my way all the way up, I just finished Whole Cake Island last night. And all I can say is every time I watch a new season, they do something new with it that's always really fun and interesting to watch. And they tackle literally like every issue. It's the Simpsons of anime. Like, it's like Simpsons did it. It's like One Piece did it. It's kind of thing how it goes. But I absolutely love it. All right, so treatment
plant manager's diary. 510. Damn it. Why is normal industrial waste being delivered here? This is an Umbrella Corporation facility. We can't deal with this volume of material. Plus, they're sending us contaminated materials that we can't process. What are we supposed to do with this? We are the globalists.
Figure it out.
This is fucking up our globalist agenda. Well, it looks like they're closing it down. Not surprising. Using it like they did. Had to be done, but it was pretty sudden. It's not like they cared until now. Anyway, as long as they get out of here, I don't care what they do.
Oh.
Exit.
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking of animated stuff, last night, on David's recommendation a while ago, Hannah and I watched the Batman, like H.P. Lovecraft movie on HBO.
Yeah. I would watch that the other night.
I enjoyed it. My only critique is I kind of wish it was a limited series instead of a movie. Like, I had a lot of cool ideas that all felt rushed because I had to condense it into 90 minutes.
Exactly. And also, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm even having a hard time remembering what even really happened in the movie.
Well, it's in the 1930s, which is cool. He's like a world explorer that comes back to Gotham.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. And it was kind of like they had like the Mr. Freeze, who was a kind of a Cthulhu monster in himself.
Yeah, he went crazy and gouged his eyes out to gaze upon the monster.
Yeah,
in the cave.
Exactly.
Again, I think it would have been, you know, I gotta give them credit. They made the thing that's cool. But
Yeah.
if it had been a limited series where it's like murders start happening of occult variety in 1930s Gotham,
Yeah.
and then they followed Cobblepot to the Antarctic, and then that set off a chain of events, like that would have been much more interesting. But as
It
a
was-
90-minute thing, I enjoyed it. I think that version of Batman looked cool as shit.
Yeah.
With his duster. But then we followed that up because I was like, I got like another hour before I go to sleep. And I've been waiting to watch this too. And I'm in the mood to watch animated stuff. We watched Superman Red Sun.
Oh, yeah, man.
That was really good. But
Those
he's-
alternate universe superhero stuff's always fun.
It's just Superman being like talking like communist ideals. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, based Superman. Turn up. But then he eventually just turns into like Stalin. Like, but that was really good. I really enjoyed Red Sun.
Yeah. I always enjoyed those.
Alternate universe things.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the only comic books I own are like Deadpool versus Dracula and like Night of the Living Deadpool,
Yeah.
which are fun.
So I forced Rebecca into the box, and now she is being transported. Get in the box, Rebecca.
Nobody puts Rebecca in a box. Nobody puts Backpack in the corner.
Oh, damn it. All right, so now me and Billy are split up.
As the Lord intended.
Yep, exactly. Oh, ooh, nice. All right, pick that up.
Acid rounds.
Dude, that's gonna be really good. I'm so happy I went back and grabbed that fucking grenade launcher. It's gonna be, I'm assuming it's gonna be nothing but help with the final boss coming up.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, I can't go through here.
Had a keypad, which led us to believe we had to figure out a code.
I
but,
did,
no.
really did. It made me think that there was gonna be a little bit more. Oh my sweet lord, no!
There he goes, running away like a coward.
Ah! Baby, don't want that.
Homie, don't play that game.
All right, there's a lever here in the dam. Turn the lever. Yes. Squeak.
Doesn't have the arms.
No, she doesn't. Ah, Rebecca's so strong. Is that the part where there might be a frog?
Seems like when you're walking around, like where there's water around you, it'll hop out of the water at you.
Interesting.
But if you just move quickly, you'd literally never see it.
okay.
I was watching Avalanche's retrospective on it. And he was like, I didn't even know this enemy existed till like my 4th time playing this game.
Oh, that is
Because I
kind of
just
interesting.
like mobbed through.
All right, I'm gonna run over to there as Billy, because I already know what it holds for Rebecca, which is a big old bug, big old nasty bug. My Billy back, Billy back, Billy back, Billy back. Billy's baby back ribs.
Speaking of Chili's, I went to Applebee's yesterday. And then there's, oh man, there's a whole exchange in this group chat I'm in.
Oh,
And
no.
I referred to Applebee's as fine dining because it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, oh, there
shit.
it is. There's a
Ah,
frog.
big old frog. Oh shit, he's trying to tongue my butt.
Yeah, he's going to get you.
Fuck you, frog. You
Bam,
suck.
hits you with his tongue.
Yeah. Oh, he gave me a French kiss.
But it's funny because I picked Applebee's. Somebody's like, why Applebee's? I'm like, because I don't want to spend more than $30.
Well,
Like, that's why.
Yeah.
And it was within walking distance of my brother's place. And so we went, and I'm like, actually, everything I ate was really good.
yeah.
I ordered something I'd never ordered before because we were all talking, and then the waitress came, so I just picked something mostly at random. And it was basically just the sandwich version of their chicken wonton tacos, which is like the best thing on their menu.
Ah, damn it. What
Ah.
a sack of dog shit. Get out of my
But
way.
anyway, Applebee's, totally fine.
It's okay. I don't mind Applebee's.
It's totally fine. Do you want mozzarella sticks? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the chicken wonton tacos are kind of the.
What you
really
go
the
there
best thing.
for?
Yeah, yeah. You
If we're
go.
like appetizers, Hannah and I both chicken wonton tacos. Why we're here.
Oh, those are the Okay, so those are broken stairs. Hopefully this time I shoot your fucking brains out. Thank you. I want to see if there's anything over here. Okay, there's some. I can dig it.
Can you do it?
And the door's now unlocked. Oh. Where could this
Oh man,
lead?
in the hotel room, we watched Cable for the first time in like a gorillion years.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to log into my YouTube Premium on the TV because I always have a fear that I'm going to forget. So we just had the TV on, like, and then I realized that cable television, it's like all it is
sin.
advertisements.
Yeah. No,
Like
it's
just 100%.
yeah. No, that's what they turned it into. I think what it is they would rather it be nothing but commercials, and they wish they could just make you pay for cable without actually showing you anything other than commercials.
Yeah, I just remember watching 5 minutes of a movie and then like 6 minutes of commercials, like rinse and repeat.
Yep, exactly.
I'm like, good Lord. By the time the commercials are over, I've forgotten what I just watched. Like, it was just some random channel, like they were playing Bridesmaids, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this movie in like a decade. It's funny. And then I'm like, I didn't watch Bridesmaids. I watched Procter and Gamble ads.
Exactly.
For 7 minutes.
Or pill ads, drug ads. It's just it pretty much is nothing but ads nowadays. They've turned cable into a fucking nightmare.
Which is funny because I pay like I pay for YouTube Premium. People always go, "What, you haven't heard of ad blocker?" I'm like, I have ad blocker, but I'm like, I also have $12. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like, I consume so much YouTube. I'm like, why not? I also learned that if you have YouTube Premium, when a video gets demonetized, the viewer still gets money for premium watchers to watch it.
Oh.
It's not a whole lot because when you're demonetized, it just means you're not eligible for ads. So, but you still get money from YouTube Premium, and I'm like, oh, I
the
watch.
whole ad thing doesn't even make fucking sense to me.
But I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, I will never see another ad. It's cool. Which is funny because when we're watching cable and I'm seeing ads, I'm like, oh, this is why I didn't understand why Burger King signs said "You rule" until I saw the commercial, and I was like, oh, that's why. Okay.
The fucking stupid.
I just thought Burger King was like, "You rule," and I'm like, thanks, Burger King. I'm not eating there, but
It used to be have it your way or whatever, right?
Yeah,
It
now
was, they changed that.
but yeah, it's because it's like you're the king. You can have it your way. It's your choice. You rule.
Don't let it touch me. Ah, Billy,
Creepy
get
crawlers. Arms, help!
it. Ow, fucker.
Bastard.
All right. Well, Billy probably wasted all of his ammo. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, whatever. Don't worry, Billy. I'll protect you.
Here, hit him with your arms.
I wish they had a fucking. I wish he had an animation to hit them with the gun.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool if you get.
I feel like that would be. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God.
What? Oh yeah, you can control both people.
I just now realized this after fucking how long of playing the game. I just realized this.
The other thumbstick controls the other person.
Oh no!
You know what's funny? I learned that today in Avalanche's retrospective because he mentioned how you just never use it.
But we can dance. We can dance the dance of life.
You can dance on their
Woo.
graves, but we'll continue dancing on their graves on the next episode.
All right, sounds good. Bye.
Bye, y'all.